Hi, everyone, and welcome to your unicorn energy reading. Okay, we have energy coming in to this reading from the unicorns, from your spirit guide teams. They're all working together to bring you a message about what is hidden will come to light. All right. And what I did was to find out what area of your life that would be in. I rolled the Astro dice and got a 10. So 10th house, ruled by Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. So everything to do with your career, your reputation, what you're known for, what you're making your mark on the world with, your ambitions, responsibility, that type of thing. And it can be career, it can be your job. And if you are retired, it can be volunteer work that you do in some way. All right. So we have 3 piles as usual. So you'll pick the pile number or the crystal that resonates with you. This is, I believe it's Angel Aura Rose Quartz. Yeah, it's either Aura Rose Quartz or Angel Aura Rose Quartz, Amethyst, and Angelite. So pick like I said, the pile or the crystal that speaks to you, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile 1, or those of you who chose the Aura Rose Quartz or Angel Aura Rose Quartz. This is going to be your unicorn energy reading when it comes to 10th house topics like career, ambition, reputation, how you're making your mark in the world, what you're known for, okay? And the topic was what is hidden will come to light. So what's going to come to light in that area of your life? We have overall energy. I have my playing cards in here along with the oracles. We're going to do additional oracle and live tarot at the end. So stick with me and let's get this reading going. Overall energy, Goddess. Oh, what a beautiful card. Look at that. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. Each card can be an individual message. We can look at it all together. So if that resonates for you, then please, please own it, claim it, whatever it is that you want to do, okay? But what a beautiful card. Goddess around the 10th house, okay? And then we have Service with the Jack of Hearts. We have Soul Healing with the 4 of Spades. I'm just going to move that over just a teeny tiny bit. And we have Not a Planet, Space with the 2 of Clubs. All right here, everyone. I'm going straight after Goddess card here to this Soul Healing. Align with your essence. See your true colors. And with Not a Planet, Space, Service with an open heart is the key to satisfaction. I'm really going with these 3 right now, so let me tell you what I'm getting here. What I feel, pile 1, is that you have been possibly hiding your true self. You have been, when it comes to your career, and this is straight career, you guys, okay? However, I'm going to say that don't click off because you may find that sometimes these messages can resonate with you in a different way. So just, you know what I'm going to say, if you pick this pile, there's something in here for you. So hear it out because there may be a nugget in here for you, okay? But for the majority of people, it is about career. And what I feel, it's like that, all I think of are all the TV shows that are about, or even you hear in real life about, you know, women, say, in a legal or in a law office. And they, you know, I don't want to offend anyone here. So please understand that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give an example. You know how the men in the law office, they have, say, a wife at home. And I'm just going by what I see on TV, but this is what they're showing me, okay? You know, so they can stay till 9 or 10 o'clock at night. They can finish work at 7 and then go out with the other colleagues and have drinks and roll home around 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And that's okay because the home's being taken care of, the children are being taken care of. And what I feel is when women, or it used to be anyway, I feel it's still the same way, go into that position, They can't do that because they don't want to do that. They're the mother, they're the nurturer, they're the caretaker. While they may have a nanny or they may have a husband at home who's very helpful and does these things, they still have that inner pull to want to be there for their kids. They don't want to miss their kids going to bed every night, their bath time, dinner with them, whatever it is. And I feel that for you, pile one, or specifically for whoever this message is for, you have had to hide that part of yourself. You have had to hide your inner divine goddess. You have had to pretend that, oh, I can do it all, when really you're not. And that's what I want to say. I hope that made sense. Okay. And it can be like, I use the example because they were showing me a TV show or a movie. I don't know which one it was, but anyway, it's like I was watching a movie. So that's what I was seeing. That's the message they want to come forth. You don't have to put on a show. You can have it all, and you need to start standing up for yourself and bring out that divine inner goddess energy. And you know what? And maybe for some of you, it's a hard decision that may have to be made about how you want to move forward when it comes to your career. But all I know is that they're saying to you, align with your essence, set your true colors. Now, a second story to that, which is just popping in too, is maybe in the workplace, you have been holding back. You have been letting others take the lead, okay? And you have not been standing in your divine feminine power at all. You've just been, kind of meek and mild and standing in the background. They're saying, no, let everyone see your true colors. I mean, this is just beautiful. Look, to me, it's just like she's blossomed. She's flourishing, right? Take space. This is what I'm thinking, right? Don't confine yourself to that little space in the back corner or at the end of the back corner of the boardroom or whatever it is, the meeting room. When you're in a group, you always go to the back. No more of that. They're saying, you have to, it's you. You're the person who has to come to light here, is what I'm trying to say, I think. I'm kind of all over the place because I'm getting all kinds of little things flashing in, but it's, you are what's hidden, okay? It's not something, it's you. You're hidden in plain sight. And for some of you, it may be the service, right? Like your reputation. I said about the 10th house, what you're known for, how you're making your mark in the world. And maybe you've been servicing others in a sense in the background. You haven't, not everyone wants to be known for the services that they do, but you still need to show your true self is what I want to say. Now, let's look at the playing cards that are here with this. Oh, and the space card, I'm just feeling like it's allowing yourself the space to do that, right? Don't just stand back here, go out in front. For others of you, it's just allowing in general the space to do that, allowing yourself the space to do that. So let me see. With the Jack of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, I mean, that is really bringing out your creativity, okay? That is being a humanitarian here with service. That is doing what calls to your heart and your soul. All right. And it's being confident in doing that. That's with the Knight, what I want to say. It's using your imagination in ways that other people don't. And maybe you've been holding that back and you need to push it and allow it out for people to see. It's just, you need to just, this card, if we were to set this card in the middle of all the others, look, it outshines them. Okay. I feel like this is you. You need to start outshining in whatever it is that you do. Okay. And not in a bad or negative way, and not in a I'm better than you type of way. It's for you. All right. We then have the Four of Spades, which is equivalent to Four of Swords, which is whatever's been holding you back, whatever needs to be healed, maybe even in your life, which is what needs to happen in order for you to align and to allow your true colors to burst forward, I want to say, right? You may need to take a little time, and that's okay. Take the time. There's no race. It's not a race. pile 1. It's not a race. You do it in your time. You ask for guidance from God, Source, Universe, from your beautiful unicorn energy here. They're just joyful and they're patient and loving and kind. That's the energy that they have. Like today when I had created the piles yesterday. And so today when I came, I had them sitting here on my desk with my crystals. And I thought, okay, I'm ready to do the reading. And I just felt this overwhelming sense of just happiness and giddiness and, I don't know, calm, peace. That's the energy that the unicorns can bring in. All right, let's go down here to the 2 of clubs or the 2 of wands. Yeah, it's like, it's time to go back in, take a little time, and you're standing there with the two wands, and you're trying to figure out, okay, using your imagination, your creativity, all of that energy pulling in here from the Knight of Cups and saying, how is it exactly that I can burst out, that I can show my true colors, that I can be seen? When it is coming to anything to do with career, ambition, responsibilities, whatever it is in your life, what you're known for, how you're making your mark. And I think it will be different for each one of you because each one of these cards and little individual piles will resonate in different ways. But let's get some tarot here to see, if there's any further guidance, clarification, confirmation. That was too many. What it is that we need here. What else we need to hear. The Tower. I like it. And never be worried when you see the Tower or the Death card, because that's not, they're not, oh my heavens, you guys, look at this. Okay. So here we go. And then we have Strength. All right. So the message here is, look, there is something that needs to, with Tower, I want to go with just the typical, needs to crash, burn to the ground so that you can rebuild from the bottom up. And with the Strength card here, it's to build a solid foundation, a solid structure behind what it is that you're going to be doing. And with the Ace of Pentacles coming in, it is a new opportunity. And funny enough, with Pentacles, it can be a new career opportunity. I said that in the beginning. Maybe some of you need to rethink some things. This could be a message for you. If you've been thinking about that is saying, you know what, it is time to seek out new career opportunities. Or it could mean that by coming out and being yourself and for everyone to see your true colors and to stand out in the front and not hide away in the back, right? To not confine yourself to the small space behind everyone else, that you are going to bring in more abundance into your life, right? When you do good things for people, good things happen back to you, right? Some people call that karma, not what I call the real meaning of karma, but we'll use it in a 3D version. So, and also it could even bring in, it could be a pay raise, it could be more money, it could be a new position where you'll make more money. But just know that it's okay to let go of that old, to let it crumble away. Let that, I imagine her, maybe like with a cloak on. And when she takes that off, that would be and throws it to the ground, the crumbling down. And she's letting this new, and it doesn't have to be necessarily a she. You know what? There's no gender here. It's the energy, right? So letting everything blossom and bloom. So there are those messages. Now I want to pull another oracle, 2 oracles for you. One, because we always say the unicorns love crystals. So therefore this is a crystal card with a message. Other than the Aura Rose Quartz or Angel Aura Rose Quartz, you can work with that to help to bring that love in. And you know what I want to say? Because it's going to be the love that you are going to, it's going to be like self-care, self-love, which is going to allow you to throw that old cloak or whatever it is off, right? To throw it in the fire, to let it burn away. All right, let's get one more card here. Ooh, what's that one? Serpentine. Transformation. See? Exactly. My life is transforming at the perfect time in the most powerful way. Okay, we see how many cards are in this deck. We're talking about transformation here, and this is the card that came out. So the crystal, serpentine. okay, is another crystal that you can work with to help you through this transformation. Now, the last oracle I want to pull is one that I always just read from the book because I always think there's a great message. So on these cards, there is a unicorn, there is usually a flower or a plant that goes along with it, and a little message. So let's get this final, okay? This card came out for you. Tubular bells, patience, and trust. Remember I said you may have to go within. This is not a race, right? Just be patient during this. But let's find out more about this card because there's, like I said, there's always just something great in the book that I love to read from. There's a few decks that I do that for. This is one of them. So patience and trust. Well, oh my God, tubular bells is the zucchini flower. So the flower, right, when your zucchinis flower, before they start to grow. I don't know why I'm having a hard time spitting that out, but you understand what I'm saying. Yes, that's what tubular bells are. It says, oh, squash. Okay, maybe that's it. Well, no, zucchini, squash, two different things. It says, sometimes known as squash blossoms, the flowers of the zucchini plant are yellow and tubular. They are prized for their culinary contributions to both sweet and savory dishes. There's no use trying to hurry the delicate blossoms. They will flower when they are ready. However, this is a generous and prolific plant, and the flowers lend themselves well to spells for prosperity and fertility. So if you are manifesting, if you work with new moon manifestations, then maybe, I don't know, if you have a picture of a squash plant, a zucchini plant, the actual flowers, then you may want to add that in to help bring in the abundance and prosperity. But the most important message here with the tubular bells is patient and trust. Trusting yourself, believing in yourself, and having patience to let this transformation happen naturally. This isn't something that you need to rush out and try to do all in one day, 1 week, 1 month. Okay, so that is your message, pile one. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, please throw me a like. You can also subscribe to my channel, come back for more energy readings. And if you know someone who may be going through this at this time, please share this video with them, because like there may have been a few nuggets in here for you, there can also be something in here for them. And the important thing is that we get these type of messages out. All right. Thank you so much. Hi to those of you who chose pile 2 or this amethyst crystal. This is going to be your unicorn energy reading. We're going to be talking about the 10th house. So anything to do with your career, ambition, responsibilities, what you're known for, how you're making your mark on the world, your reputation. Okay, it's going to be surrounded in that area. But the topic is what is hidden will come to light. I'm just going to say pile 1, very powerful, a great message. So if you're looking for just a great message in your life, then please watch pile 1. I don't say that in every reading, only if I feel it's applicable. Okay, so anyway, we're going to get into overall energy oracle cards here with my playing cards, unicorn playing cards. We also have live tarot and more oracle at the end. So overall energy pile 2, miracles. So we're saying what is hidden will come to light. I'm going to start right away with this saying before I even read anything. If you have been asking for something, if you have been praying for something, trying to manifest something, you've planted a seed in an area of your life, and especially when it comes to your career or even just reputation, what you're known for, how you're making your mark in the world, it can be different for everyone. Something maybe to do with your ambitions for what you want to do for work. I don't know, but I feel like it's coming to light. Okay, and look at the light up here on the unicorn horn. It's in the northern lights above, right? It's coming to light. Let's read the card. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the bow. Okay, I don't need to say anything more about that. Okay, so that is what was coming in intuitively, also on the card. So, wonderful. Blessings. All right, I don't know what's going on for you, pile 2, but clearly Clearly, something's being answered for you. God, source, universe, whoever it is you go to for your higher power, they have been working on something, I feel. Manifest your dreams, okay? And not a mermaid. Daring, okay. And then we have the 5 of hearts, the 7 of diamonds, and the 7 of hearts. So again, I feel like pile 2, you're going to be very short and sweet because it is just literally coming out here, right? Even with 22, the master number, we can read here what's on the card. Manifest your dreams, focus on your vision, right? What are your ambitions? I had said that. So focus on your vision, seek satisfaction and contentment. But 22 also, if I think of it as a master number, the way I see master numbers, that's you, what we call the architect or building it. I don't know where I got this information from a few years back, but I love it. And that's the way I think of the master numbers, right? So it is, you can use your intuition. You can use everything that you have within you to bring your dreams to reality. You ask for help. They're also helping you do this. But you have to work hard. It has to be something, I always say, that's going to have meaning behind it for you, okay? It has to be heartfelt. And when you ask for help from God, source, universe, or whoever it is, the angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, and you ask them and you're working on it here in the 3D, they're working on it in the spiritual or in the ethereal realm, right? So, you know, for you, whatever it is that you've been asking for, it's coming in. I don't know, like I said, if that's for everyone hearing this. I want to believe it is. If you know that you've been doing the work along with asking and praying for it, that it is going to happen, because we even have blessings here, and this is count your blessings and the good things in your life will multiply. So again, if you are already expressing gratitude and feeling thankful and showing appreciation for blessings or just the good things that are in your life already, that just attracts more. You know the law of attraction, right? So what you put out is what you will get in. So if that is the attitude that you're going in each day, trying to think of new ways to do things for yourself, I don't know what it is, because it's going to be your own individual, what it is that you've been asking for, what miracle it is in your life, what dream it is in your life. All I know is that right now, this message is, it's happening. It's going to be coming to light. So if you're having a bit of doubt because it's been a long time, remember our timing, divine timing is not the same. Just hang in there. It's going to come about. Now, what I want to say here about these playing cards, let's look at them individually. We have with blessings, count your blessings and the good in your life will multiply, along with the 5 of Cups. So if we think of this is a beautiful 5 of Cups card, right? The girl with the unicorn. But if we think of a Rider-Waite, 5 of Cups, that's someone who is so caught up in what it is that they don't have that they're unable to see what it is that they actually do or what it is that they can actually go after in their life. So that's beautiful that it came out with count your blessings. Be happy about what, even if it's a little, the little that you do have, because it will continue to multiply. It's what you're putting out. And if you're putting out negativity, you will draw it in. If you're putting out positivity and you're trying to manifest and you're planting those seeds and working hard, it will pay off. Look at this farmer with all of his, I'm going to say all of his flock, right? But all of his animals here. Hard work for that. 7 of Diamonds is the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, right here with 22. This is manifesting. That's what the 7 of Pentacles is. Planting the seeds, watching them grow, nurturing them, working hard. Look, we have the family here at the house to get your dream. I just saw that and went, the American dream, right? Yeah. I don't feel there's really anything else to say about that other than, you know, there are choices that you're making. You've planted the seeds, you're nurturing, you're even assessing like what's working, what's not. But I think you're also gaining wisdom in that too. I want to say that for some reason, and that may resonate with some of you as well. But just know that every choice you make has a consequence. So again, if you're choosing good and seeing the good and trying to manifest in the good, that is what you will get back. And here with Not a Mermaid Daring, it's taking chances, right? It's making those choices. It's having the wisdom. Are you being a daredevil just for the sake of, I don't know, it could be a little bit of your personality. Maybe you have a little bit of Aries in there, I'm just going to say, or really prominent places in Uranus or Aquarius or something, which kind of makes you a little more daring sometimes, and you march to the beat of your own drum. But are you doing it for selfish reasons, or are you doing it because you know that, what I want to say is, you guys, I say this in many videos. I'm so horrible with sayings. They're always like right on the tip of my tongue and I can never get them out. But you know, oh my gosh, you know, if you invest big, I'm going to say this is not the same, but it's the only way I can think of it. If you invest big, you will in turn receive big, right? Something in big rewards. Cannot think of the saying right now, but that's what I want to say here with the daring card. Now, also, we have the Seven of Cups here. And with the Seven of Cups, that is also choices. It's everything. It's everything we've just been talking about in all of them, right? This is all about your choice. And I feel for you, pile two, you've been making the right choices. I feel that there are times when you may get yourself a little bit here in the Five of Cups, like, well, it's not happening fast enough. What am I doing wrong? This is a message to say you're not doing anything wrong. You just have to wait for when the timing's right. And it is what's hidden will come to light. So whatever miracle that you've asked for, whatever seed you've planted, whatever prayer you've been praying for, whether it's for yourself, someone else, I don't know. It will be different for everyone. But let's look at tarot for further confirmation, clarification, or additional messages. Ten of Pentacles. You will, I mean, really, how many cards? The Ten of Pentacles, okay? Ten of Pentacles, you're going to get what it is that you want. You are going to get your abundance, your prosperity. You're going to have the family. Things are going to come through for you in big and beautiful ways. Then we have the Death card. It is going to be, some of my cards are, I only read up, right? Because I feel that there's enough cards that if there's anything that's of a shadow side, it will come out in the reading intuitively or just with the rest of the cards, the way they're positioned. But Death card here, yes, things have to die off. It's death and rebirth. Whatever this is that you're asking for, praying for, manifesting, however it is that you're doing it, you already realize that the old needs to be left behind so that the new can happen. And maybe that, for some of you, is a message that there's still a few things you need to let go of before this blessing or miracle will be ready to come in, okay? But it's coming to light. But for some of you, there's still maybe something that you need to dead here to let go of, put an end to in order for the good to come in. Three of Rods. That's right. You're just, you know what? You've made your plan here. You know, you've made your choices and you've set the plan up. You've been doing the work and now you're just waiting. I'm going to say you're just waiting for your ships to come in, because I'm thinking again of a different card. But here he's just content with, okay, you know what? I'm looking out. I've made my plan. I can see the possibilities here. Okay, let's get a crystal card that you can work with. You can work with the amethyst here. That might be very helpful to you during this time. Okay, but also there can be another crystal card in here. The unicorns love crystals, so, and they have a little message on them as well. So let's see what else we have here for you, pile 2. Beautiful message. And if you want to share what that is, please do in the comments. That would be great. It gives other people hope too, right? If they see a message from someone else who's talking about, you know, this is what I did and this has happened for me. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Selenite, spiritual awakening. I am a spiritual warrior of the light. Oh, selenite. I mean, I have a ton of selenite here, right? Like, I always think of it as more of a solid white, but hey, so interesting. So for some of you, is this a spiritual awakening? Have you been asking for your, well, to find your true divine self again, I guess. Maybe that is what some of you have been asking for. When the time is right, it's going to happen. The other deck I like to do before we end is a deck with the unicorns on it and usually some sort of plant or flower, and always a great little message that goes along with it. Okay, and out came this one. Snacks. Okay. Release judgments around food. Okay. I don't know how this is good. Let's look at the message, because there's going to be something in there, as weird as that may seem right now, that's going to make sense. So, strawberry is the actual fruit, but also a plant. So maybe for some of you, that just may resonate because something's just happened with strawberries. You're eating strawberries right now and you're like, okay, this is definitely my message. For others of you, maybe you need to eat more of them. For others of you, maybe you need to start planting them in your garden because it's going to be beneficial for you in some way. But here's the message. Okay, so strawberries have long been associated with love and happiness. Their sweet berry heralds late spring, early summer, and the start of outdoor parties. Joyful gatherings often feature strawberries, whether in a glass of champagne or decorating and flavoring a delicious dessert. On a metaphysical level, strawberries encourage us to enjoy the sweet things in life, happiness, abundance, and sensuality. Well, did we not just say here, start counting your blessings, right? Be thankful and grateful for all the good you have in your life. And then the message comes out again under the title of snacks, but talking about strawberries. So I hope that message resonated for you, pile 2. If it did, please throw me a like, subscribe to the channel so you can, see more of my energy readings. And if you know someone who maybe is going through a bit of a time, or you know someone who's really been working hard towards something, and again, this can be, based around career, ambition, responsibility, reputation, what you're known for, whatever it is, just know that whatever it is that is coming to light, it is going to happen. All right. You've been putting the work in. You are grateful for it, and you are going to reap your rewards in abundance here. So thank you again, and I will see you in your next reading. Hi there to those of you who chose pile 3 or this Angelite crystal. This is going to be your unicorn energy reading. We are going to be talking about what is hidden will come to light, and it has to do with the 10th house. So things surrounding your career, your ambition, responsibilities, reputation, what you're known for, how you're making your mark in the world. That is going to be the area in your life, okay? So, and we know 10th house ruled by Capricorn, which is in turn ruled by Saturn. So we're doing overall energy. I'm doing my unicorn bicycle cards with Oracle. We're going to do live tarot and more Oracle at the end. Overall energy for you is friendship. Seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. Again, we are talking surrounding 10th house topics. Now, Each card can mean something. We read it as a whole, but you can take individual messages. So maybe for some of you, maybe you've been closing yourself off a little and you need to start at work, in your career, to start surrounding yourself with more positive people. Or right now, I kind of feel that you're not really surrounding yourself with anyone. So I want to say for some of you, that can be it. So maybe, you know, you have to keep a nice balance there when it comes to work. I call them work friends, you know, but to surround yourself with inspiring, because this is fiery. So this makes me think of fire, which is very inspiring and inspirational, full of ideas. And maybe you need to get yourself into one of those groups or join a group. It could even be the social committee, right? Because it says socializing. So maybe for some of you, it could be something like that, which you hold yourself back from. But you know what? I think it's time to put yourself out there more in a work environment. But let's see what the rest of the cards are saying. We have flight. Let your creative imagination fly. Jack of Diamonds, which is the Knight of Pentacles. We have spiritual warrior. Ooh, I like that. And the Three of Clubs or the Three of Wands. And not a seahorse perspective. And the Three of Hearts or the Three of Cups. Okay, so for you, this definitely, it's kind of what I said right at the very beginning, pile 3. This is you seeking out more work friendships, okay? Starting to socialize more, like I said, maybe, or even if you don't work, it could be in your volunteer work, whatever it is that you do. And you can also, I mean, I asked what area of life, it gave me the 10th house, but if this is resonating for you in a different way, by all means, you know, don't make it fit. But if you're going, well, this may not be at work, but holy jumpins, right? Like this is making sense for me in another way, then you take it as that. This is a collective reading, which means it's for many people and can mean different things to different people. But the main focus is what's hidden will come to light and around the 10th house. Now, again, I feel, I'm just going to say right off the bat, pile 1. Pile 1 is totally tying into this. And again, I don't say that with every reading, but pile 1 is totally, you may want to watch pile 1 even before you watch this, okay? I don't know. Or watch this and then watch pile 1, however you want to do it. But what I see happening here is it is time for you to step out. It's time for you to start engaging with people more, socializing with people more, being involved with people more. And I said this was very fiery and reminded me of like inspirational and creative energy. Well, it says, let your creative imagination fly. This could even be a specific group that works on specific projects. And you know that you have something to add to that project or to that group, but you've been holding yourself back for whatever reason. This is saying, no, it's time for you to start, to step forward and start letting that creative imagination and ideas come forth. And with the Jack of Diamonds or the Jack of Pentacles or Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, very hardworking, okay? Knight of Pentacles, very productive, very responsible, very methodical, up for the daily grind. They're good at all of those things, but it's also, it's grounded, it's serious, and it could even be an earning potential for you in some way, okay? So I want to say that. We get into spiritual warrior, show you are a wise leader, command the universe with the Three of Wands, right? You know, because you have been standing or sitting, or I'm just, you know, metaphorically speaking, standing, looking out at everything it is that you are capable of doing, all right? And what it is that you bring to the table. I just don't feel that you've really been speaking up about it, or that you have been taking the initiative here to get your ideas and thoughts heard. And what I want to say is they are asking you right now, it's a 10, right? This is the end. This is time for you to leave that, Lamb energy. Okay, the lion and the lamb. The lamb energy, leave that quiet, gentle lamb energy behind, and you become the lion. You become the warrior. You stand up for yourself. You may even become a leader in some of these groups or whatever it is, or because you're going to start sharing your ideas and your inspirations, someone may promote you, like I said, right? It could be a financial gain that you can make here, because you will get promoted to maybe a leadership position in some way, or to take the lead on a certain project. Okay. And with the Three of Wands, that's you just kind of standing back now going, okay, this is working. I'm confident that, you know, what I've planned, what I've been thinking about, and how I'm executing it, it's going to work out well. So I like that. And here, not a seahorse. No, this is a fiery little unicorn disguised as a seahorse. That's what I'm going to say. Because I feel like you have, and look at how fiery he is. We're back to fiery unicorn again. I feel that your perspective, because it says perspective on your own situation in, like I said, career, whatever it is that you do to make your mark on the world, work, job, whatever it is, volunteer work, you've decided, you know what? I need a change of perspective on this, or my perspective has changed. I'm no longer going to sit back and see the other people take the credit and the glory for their great ideas. I have ideas that are as good as, if not better than that, most of the time. And why am I not sharing it? And with the Three of Cups, that's celebration. That's three people. So maybe that will mean something for you in a group raising their glasses. So I feel that this is what's going to come to light, is your spiritual warrior energy, okay? To get you out there, starting to what we also can call networking, right? Whatever it may be, going into the different groups, maybe eventually get in a leadership role, but that's what's coming to light. I feel, again, very much like pile one, it's you who's coming to light here. It's you who's going to shine bright, okay? Like this, I just want to say the sun with this yellow. It's you. Now, let's get some tarot and see if there's any additional confirmation, clarification, or advice to be given, and then we'll do a couple more oracles before we end pile three. Beautiful message here for you. Okay, Two of Cups. Yes. Hey, I'm just going to go. It could be a relationship that might come out of it. That could be for some of you. You know, a lot of people meet their significant others at work, so maybe that's it. I don't know. The Eight of Swords. Yep. But what I want to say is I believe really that it's going to be you finally finding and connecting with what it is that you love, which I think is going to be that other aspect of yourself, that other part of yourself that you've never allowed to shine, or you've never shown it before. Okay. And the Hanged Man. So I feel that what I wanted first, well, I kind of spoke to this one, right? So I'm going to say, hey, it could be a work relationship that this leads to. Wonderful if that's it for you. Just make sure you do it in the right way with HR, okay? Or it could be you finding yourself. It could be you finding that other side, that other part of yourself that's been hidden, that needs to come to light, right? And it's going to make you happy. With the Two of Cups, you're going to feel, yeah, you're going to feel like you've stepped into what it is that you need to be. And I don't know, you may even be in love with yourself after that. Nothing wrong with that. I feel that you've spent a lot of time in quiet contemplation, looking at everything from a different perspective, right? Or maybe in that quiet contemplation, that's where you got your different perspective, all right, where I need to step out and start doing this. This is the confirmation for you to do it. You can come out of Hanged Man now. You've done it. You're now standing there, or you're going to be soon, standing there going, this is working out like I planned. This is perfect. Because prior to that, I feel that maybe you had kept yourself in this Eight of Swords, which is a self-imposed prison. There's nothing there that's really keeping her in. Like, the swords are only around here. She could turn around and walk the other way. Okay, she could probably get that little, I don't even know if that little bit of shackles attached to anything. I'm not even sure. All I know is that Eight of Swords is when we get lost in our own thoughts because we have a warped perception of something, or we just, yeah, we just keep ourselves hold up here, okay, in the swords that really aren't holding anything in, because you could leave at any time. So I feel that that's what you're coming out of. You're walking out of your own self-imposed prison about, you know, whatever the reason may be, that you didn't feel that you could ever be a leader or have work friendships, or that you could join the groups or whatever it is. But you went into hangman mode and you realized, no, I am capable of this. And I think the end result is you're going to find that you're going to love it and be so happy that you did it, and maybe be in love with yourself. Or, like I said, find your significant other. Okay, let's get one more crystal. Now, we have Angelite here. So, as always, you can work with the Angelite crystal, look more into that. Okay, and that could even be for other reasons of your life. Everything is here for a reason, but unicorns love crystals, so I'm using my crystal deck here, which is a little message and another crystal that you can work with. Chrysotile, power animal. My power animal supports, guides, and loves me throughout my life. So, do you have a known spirit animal? Maybe for some of you, it's a unicorn. Maybe for some of you, it's a lion. Maybe for some of you, it's a lamb. Maybe for some of you, it's a seahorse. You know, you can always meditate or sit quietly and ask. So you can check out any of a rabbit. Okay, what else do I see on here? Anything else popping up? Unicorn, seahorse, lion, lamb. That's Pegasus. Horse, or no, sorry, unicorn. Yeah, any of those. So really maybe start looking up some of that too. And this crystal chrysotile. Okay, that's what it looks like. But again, you can Google that too to see how you can work with it. But if you feel like you need some support, like if you feel like you need, and that's what I believe unicorns are for, but you may want to channel in your inner lion, right, to be that leader. It will be different for everyone. All right, last oracle card here, you guys. This deck is so cute. There's always a unicorn on it, as well as some sort of plant or flower, and there's also an awesome message that always goes along with this too. So let's see if we can get a card out here for you, pile 3. One card for pile 3. Oh, they said no, 2 cards. So we will do both of them. We have Dragonfly, which is everything is going to be fine. And we have Cupcake, the body positive card. Okay, I love that. So let's look. I always go to the book because there's always a great message here. And I like to tell you what the flower is, because maybe it's something or plant that you might want to plant in your garden, bring into your house. It could have meaning for you already. And then just a little message about it. So dragonfly, juniper berry is, I want to say the bush, right? I think of juniper berry bush. Okay, everything is going to be fine. Maybe the dragonfly is your animal spirit, your power animal that you'll go to. What it says is juniper is used in magical work to relax the mind and cleanse physical environments. It protects the home from illness and detrimental energies. A juniper bush grown by the front door is said to deter bad juju. Juniper increases good ambience and casts a gentle shielding circle of indigo light around those who ask for its protection. Juniper is a well-known diuretic and is excellent for releasing unwanted fluid and toxins in the body. Juniper allows us to let go of things that we have been holding on to and no longer need. And that is whatever it is that was holding you back here, that's what you're letting go, right? I think like a diuretic. Getting rid of that unwanted fluid and toxin, get it away from you. Now, I want to say there may be juniper teas that you can buy, or if, I don't know, I'm never advocating to make your own because I have no idea, but I want to say that maybe you can buy, so maybe at work, even if you kept a picture of a juniper bush or a juniper berry, okay, at your desk, you don't have to have it right out for everyone to see. You just keep it there to help keep a nice ambiance around you, to get rid of any bad juju, or wherever you are that you sit or work. You could also drink the tea throughout the day to help just keep everything cleansed and wonderful. So those might be some ideas for the juniper. Okay, 23 cupcake. Let's go for that here. This one's gonna be cute, I'm sure. It just looks so happy. That's one little chubby happy unicorn right there. All right, the cupcake is sweet cherry. Okay, so cherries, the cherry on top of the cupcake, or on top of the cake, on top of the icing. Told you bad with sayings. So the body positive card. Let's read about what it says. But I feel, okay, but right now before we read, this is gonna be like the cherry on top of your cupcake here. Once you get out of your self-imposed prison, you get rid of all that toxic energy and fluid, whatever it may be, thoughts, and you decide, no, this is what I want to do. You take on your inner lion and you start putting yourself out there. I feel like there's going to be no stopping you. That's what I want to say. So let's see here, the cherry tree, or a cherry tree. You may want to plant a cherry tree. So the cherry tree boasts one of the most beautiful blossom displays in the world. Yes, it does. The short lifespan of these blossoms teaches us to live in the moment and make the most of the here and now. In the metaphysical realm, the cherry fruit is thought of as sweet, innocent, and kind. Sweet cherries have anti-inflammatory properties and help to heal heart disease on both a physical and emotional level. Cherry bark, blossom, and fruit are used in magical work for spells associated with beauty and longevity. So if you're someone who does spells, then great, there's a little tidbit for you. But also, I did not know that they were anti-inflammatory. I would definitely check more into that, because that message is there for someone. And what the most important message, though, is in terms of what we've been talking about, is being in the here and now and not living in the moment. Holding yourself back isn't living in the moment. Take advantage of it now. Okay, so that is your message, pile 3. I hope that it resonated. It was beautiful. If you liked it, throw me a like, subscribe to the channel. And if you know anyone that may be going through a situation like this now in their life, then please forward this, because there could be a little nugget or tidbit in there for them too. Thank you so much.